Justin?
In the middle, if you could. Middle.
Boa tarde, pessoal, tudo bem? A gente vai começar agora a coletiva de imprensa dos Chargers. Aqui está o quarterback, o Justin Herbert. Ele vai estar disponível para responder as perguntas de vocês durante 10 minutos. Good afternoon, everyone. We're now starting the Chargers press conference. Here we have the quarterback, Justin Herbert, and he will be available for 10 minutes to answer your questions. Please, before asking the question, say your name and which outlet do you work for.
Justin, to your left, first row. Paulo Tunes, ESPN Brazil. I'm wondering, after seeing the game in Brazil last year, and it was a big-time success, and it was a great game, right, Eagles and Packers, and it seemed like some players were a little apprehensive before coming to Brazil, and it seems like they all left loving the experience. I mean, Nick Sirianni even said that. It was a playoff atmosphere at the stadium. Seeing that, what happened last year, does that give you extra incentive to come also to Brazil and have a game here? What are your general impressions about playing a game here in Brazil?
Yeah, I've only ever heard good things about the place, and obviously I'd love to travel. And this is my first time in South America, and I think it's been really cool so far. We got in pretty early this morning, but to be able to come see the place, experience the culture and get a feel for it, I'm really excited for it.
Justin, here. Hello. Is it on? Okay.
Now it's on. Hey, Julia Dotto, TV Globo Brazil. Welcome. Hope you guys have a nice experience here. So, as you may know, this ain't exactly the most popular sport here. We're like soccer fans. And how do you feel? Of course, we have a pretty solid fan base, but most of people that don't know football are going to watch it for the first time, and they don't know the rules. How do you score? How many players there are? So, how do you feel about the experience? The fact that you're going to be able to introduce a new sport to people.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I think football is kind of a difficult sport to pick up, a lot of rules and things that might not make sense to a first-time viewer. But it's going to be exciting. I've heard it's going to be really loud. The fans are very passionate. So I'm excited to go there, see how it is, and just have fun at the end of the day.
Giovanna here. Giovanna Socerelli from Casa TV. So last year, some Eagles players said about the grass, and they were worried because it's like soccer grass, right? And they were worried. They said in the first half that they didn't like so much, and for the second half, it was better because they changed the cleats. So is that a worry for you guys? Are you thinking about some specific cleats for that, or you're not thinking about it?
I think it's something that we always address before the game, and we've seen the film, we've talked about it, and as long as we're wearing the right cleats and we're properly equipped, I think we're able to handle it. And I think that's something that we'll feel before the game when we go out to warm up, see how it is, and just make sure that we get a good feel for all the cuts that we're going to make and be able to handle that.
Hey Justin, Lucas from CNN Brazil. First of all, welcome to São Paulo, welcome to Brazil. Hope you enjoyed the trip. Justin, this Friday we have the rare opportunity to watch international divisional round game here in São Paulo and with the Chiefs. And in the past years, teams have to go through the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl. So how do you see this matchup, not just as a week one game, but as a real statement for the Chargers for the rest of the season? Good game.
Yeah, they're a very good team. We've got so much respect for them as opponents, and they've had so much success in the NFL for years, and it's a great opportunity for us to go out there and test us. And we've put in a lot of good work in the off season and through camp. So we're just looking forward to going out there and having a great experience.
Hey Justin, Dana Kali from NFL, on DAZN, only for being plays on DAZN. Chargers are aiming this Super Bowl spot for a while. What do you think that is missing to get there? And do you believe in the new tradition that win Brazil get a spot in the Super Bowl?
I'm hoping for it. I think that's the great part about playing and going out there. and competing is, we're able to go to, different countries and pass on the game of football. And for us to be able to come here and really share this experience, we've got a lot of great respect for the Chiefs as opponents. Let's be able to share this opportunity with them. We're really excited.
Justin, over here. Murilo Alves, Estadão. Justin, our colleagues. Justin, Murilo Alves, Estadão. Welcome to Brazil. Our colleague just said that compare the divisional tension that is between Chargers and Chiefs. The first time since 2019 that the Chiefs and Chargers face each other on a venue other than the US. You weren't on the squad at that point, but what was different from any other Chiefs and Chargers matchup? How the preparation was different, and comparing the rivalry that between the two teams, what are your expectations that this match can be put among the most important matches on this rivalry? Thanks.
Yeah, they're a very good team, and kind of like I said earlier, we've got a lot of respect for them as opponents, and we have to be at our best if we're going to compete with them, and we know how good they are and how good they play. So for us to have a great week of practice, which we've done so far, go out there and execute and do everything we can on Friday.
Hey, Justin. Daniel Popper with The Athletic. Just obviously a bit of an unconventional start to the season coming down here, but playing a familiar opponent in the Chiefs, a team that you've played a bunch, just how much value is there in that, considering that a lot of other stuff going on this week might not be a typical week one?
Yeah, and I think we've done a good job of preparing for that. We understood that we're going to lose some time to traveling, and as long as we're on the film and practicing, we started last week, so to be able to make up that time, I think it's been really helpful for us, and so we're able to come here, and enjoy everything, and while at the same time get all the work in and make sure that we're watching as much film as we can.
Justin, Dan Matthews, Daily Mail. I just wondered, obviously a lot of quarterbacks are very strict, like rituals and routines in the game a week before a game. I just wondered, travelling over here, how that has changed it for you, maybe things you aren't able to do that you would normally do, or things you've had to adjust slightly for your own preparation.
No, I think we've done a good job, and fortunately we've got great team nutritionists that have been able to provide us with all of the resources that we need while traveling, and so we're hydrated, we're doing everything we can, food-wise as well, to prepare us for the game. So huge shout out to the team nutritionists for the Chargers.
Justin, here, Virgilio from Olympic Channel. I think you had a good trip to Brazil. But let's talk about the Olympic Games, and maybe it's too early to talk about the Games. It's 3 years, next 3 years. But do you already feel the Olympic environment in LA as being LA an Olympic city? And what are your thoughts and perspective of NFL players as Olympians in flag football? Thinking about that, NFL brings to Brazil flag football too, besides American football.
Yeah, I think it'd be a great opportunity for LA. It's a great city, and they care so much about their sports, and they're a very passionate fan base as well. And then at the same time, being an Olympic athlete would be really cool. Be able to share that, that passion for the game, and whether it's football or whether it's another Olympic sport, it's going to be a really cool opportunity for our place in it.
Thank you, Justin. This was the last question, and that's it.
Okay, thank you.